ladies and gentlemen. Oh, shit. Bro, we had 5 at one point. And we weren't ready. And it's down to 3 people.
Cheers, bro.
But it don't matter. Cheers. Come back.
They'll come back.
They always come back.
So,
bro.
It's been a busy motherfucking week, man. A lot of bullshit going on.
A lot of great shit.
But most importantly, at the forefront, we're now officially 100 days.
100 days
in. The Trump president. Is my mic on?
Yes. Oh, no, it's muted.
Okay, cool. We are now 100 days into the Trump presidency, motherfuckers.
Donald Trump economic roller coaster.
I didn't think we could make it this far, honestly. I thought some shit was going to go down. Someone was going to go to war.
I can't believe it's 100 days.
Right?
And we have like what? Like
7,000 more.
7,000?
I'm just kidding. No, that's not true.
It's like 7. It's like
1,300.
800?
It's like 1,300.
1,300?
Yeah. 365 times 3.9. Yeah, we're fucked.
See, but do you think we'll make it?
Of course. Yeah.
You really?
Well, the world's not going to end. I mean, we might get into a war or some shit. We might get drafted. We might have to go to China, but we're going to make it. I mean,
you might not make it, dude.
You think China's going to pull up on us?
Live on TikTok. China is going to just let us die.
Yeah.
And we're going to die. Because they don't need us, but we need them.
We'll get into that. We're going to get into that.
We're going to get into that.
We're going to get into that.
What the fuck else are we covering today? Gretchen Whitmer?
Yeah, Gretchen Whitmer went to a Trump event. They got beef. Trump's approval ratings way down. But he says it's in the 70s if you look at the real polls.
Yeah. Dude.
We had the best Trump interview happen this week. It was extremely entertaining.
Every clip I've seen of it, I'm like, this is insane.
Every single one is crazier
Holy
and crazier.
Shit.
So we got that. We had the Canadian elections. We had deportation shit, more stuff with the Supreme Court, random bullshit. And yeah, we got a lot to get into. So
fucking the Heat blew it.
The Heat are ass.
They never had a chance.
Saying they blew it, they never had a chance to blow it.
You saw the coach was like, I really thought we could do it.
I didn't see that, but that's just coach talk.
Idiot.
He knew that they were fucked.
Bro.
If I was the coach, I would literally just be like, I knew we were fucked. I knew we were fucked.
Is that the player?
No, I don't know. Probably not.
It's not the play. If
you can't quit on the team. If you're leaving, then you could probably do that, but otherwise, no. You got to stay loyal. Spo's one of the best coaches, though. It's not his fault.
He's been there forever.
It's not his fault. He's been there since the LeBron days.
His time might be up, man.
Nah.
His time might be up.
They will never fire Coach Spo on the Heat. Ain't
you
no
think,
way.
You don't think so?
No chance.
Things change, bro. Would you have said that about Luka?
Bro, he won, 2 championships, went to 2 more finals. Yeah. There's no way that they're canning Spo.
But he made Jimmy Butler leave.
Yeah, but Jimmy Butler's a bitch anyways.
No, Jimmy Butler's funny, bro.
What has Jimmy Butler won?
Remember when he did the emo hair?
He's a funny guy.
Yeah.
I'll give him that. And the shit, when he did the shit with the third string, it was like he was trying to get traded from Minnesota, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so they were doing a practice, and he teamed up with the third string practice squad of players and beat the rest of the starters.
There we go.
And he was like screaming at him like, man, fuck y'all. Y'all need me. Pay me. And then he got traded the next week.
Yeah. It's
the most Jimmy Butler thing ever.
I love that.
It's legendary.
I love that sports is like half entertainment now. You gotta put on a show.
It's all about the narrative.
I love it. I'm here for it.
Yep.
It always was. Alex is fucking so right.
Deion Sanders. The fuck?
Deion primetime. Definitely gonna talk about Shador. That situation is
What is that? What happened to him? He was good and he got snubbed?
Long story short, Nepo baby's down bad. Long story
Nepo
short.
babies, he couldn't do a Bronny?
He wasn't quite that level of Bronny. He wasn't that good.
He was not on Bronny level.
His dad wasn't even on Bron level. But no, Deion's one of the greatest. I'm not trying to say nothing about him.
Is he the coach at
Colorado?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He played like a game of like football and baseball, like.
Yeah, he played
same day.
in a World Series and a Super Bowl.
Yeah, fucking what a psycho.
Who the fuck does
That's
that?
awesome.
That's a once in a generation type of shit.
Good
Who's
shit.
winning NBA champ? I got the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Okay, see.
They're the deepest
Lakers.
team. They got the number 1 player in the league this year.
I just feel like it's embarrassing if the Lakers don't win.
The Lakers are down 3-1, bro.
I think they come back.
The Lakers are finished.
They come back.
No, they don't.
The Lakers
did
come
you see
back.
How they
LeBron comes
Did you see
back.
how they fucked LeBron at the end of the last game?
No.
It was like they were about to get the ball back down by 1 because Anthony Edwards lost the ball out of bounds. And so the Timberwolves challenged it and said, nah, LeBron fouled him. LeBron fouled Anthony Edwards. And then they go to the camera, and it doesn't look like a foul. And they go to another angle, and it doesn't look like a foul. And then they get a fucking ceiling camera pointing down, and from that angle, you could see that LeBron hit his wrist. And it's like...
They got a ceiling cam?
They had to fucking go to the drone angle to take LeBron down, bruh.
Dude,
Like...
They took him down? That's crazy.
They basically did a drone strike on Bron.
They took down my boy.
It wasn't right, man.
Bruh.
It would have never happened to Jordan like that.
Dude,
They wouldn't have went to the ceiling cam.
because in Jordan's time, you could punch a guy.
You could do whatever.
and
People
it
still
didn't
do
even
that.
matter. Like, just straight up.
That's what Draymond
Today,
Green did.
you can't punch.
That's
I mean,
what Draymond Green
yeah,
did.
but like he would.
Dude, stop comparing today's basketball.
It wasn't foul. It wasn't a foul. You know what I'm saying?
No, it
Like,
was in
game
practice,
kept going. Exactly.
You just bah!
But you could punch a guy, and it wasn't a foul. Like Detroit
Oh, you could do whatever the
Pistons
fuck you
style.
wanted, and it wasn't a foul.
Dude.
They had the Jordan rules and all that.
Yes.
What are you pointing at?
Yeah, that's on
Yeah.
TikTok.
We're on TikTok.
We're doubling down. I can't read TikTok chat. You gotta go on YouTube and chat.
Sorry, TikTok.
Gotta go on YouTube and chat, motherfuckers.
But no, so let's just get this shit with Trump out of the way. So
all right,
it's been 100 days.
he hit the 30s.
He had this big press conference to celebrate his 100-day anniversary of being president, and
He did
basically,
accuse
we're fucked.
Vegas. He doesn't seem to have a grasp on reality, on things that are true and happening.
I think, especially with the
Why won't you
Photoshop
say
shit,
yes, bro? I can't get over the Vladimir. Stop.
and especially after they made fun,
amazing.
they made fun of Biden for years
Yeah.
for doing the shit where Biden, what would he said, don't, right? You
Yeah,
remember that?
yeah.
They made fun of him for years about that shit. Don't. Yeah, well, Trump literally just did the same exact thing with
But
Putin.
funnier.
It was a little funny.
He tweeted, Vladimir, stop.
This isn't the Vladimir I know.
Yeah. That's incredible. That's so fucking scary, bro.
This isn't the Vlad I know,
He's
man.
tweeting at the guy to stop committing acts of war.
That's what pisses me off
Vladimir Putin.
so much when he does the shit where he's like, when he said Ukraine started the war, right? Or
Yeah.
they say, oh, Ukraine, and like, guys, if you're getting robbed,
It's crazy,
Nico,
it's crazy.
if I'm robbing you,
Yeah.
right, and I got a gun,
I
and I'm
s-
holding you hostage,
I started it.
right? We don't need to both agree to stop. I'm the one that needs to stop.
Yeah, yeah.
Like you did nothing. Like you're just getting robbed. All
Yes.
you're doing is getting robbed.
They got invaded. How the fuck can you say they started it? That's so crazy, bro.
And
You're
not
out of
only,
your
like there's
mind.
nothing that Ukraine can do to stop it. Like when he goes hard on Zelensky, like, oh, Zelensky doesn't want peace. Motherfucker, Putin's the one that doesn't want peace. Putin's the one that can stop whenever he wants. Putin could literally stop,
Yeah, it's on.
Boom.
Yeah, Putin just wanted to stop war over, bro.
write a thing, say no more war, boom. That's
But
it. That's all that would need to happen.
But he's gonna learn the opposite lesson. He's gonna be like, "Holy shit, I got away with it. I got it. Like I got some more land. Like we're doing this again. We're running the play. Especially if Trump's president, he's gonna help him
Call
get
time out.
He's gonna help him
and
get a
run the
third
same
term, bro.
play. That's exactly what he's gonna
He's
do.
gonna help him get a third term, bro.
Yep. Did you see the shit where the the White House press conference, someone was like Trump trolling or Trump truthing?
Oh, I didn't see that.
It was
one.
like they were talking to Caroline Levitt. They're like, let's play a game of Trump truthing or Trump trolling. And they ask her, they're like, all right, taking over Greenland. And she's like, that's Trump truthing. And then they're like, all right, Canada, the 51st state. She's like, that's Trump truthing. Like, that's really going to happen.
No, he calls him Governor Trudeau.
I know. It's so
He
stupid.
Straight up calls him Governor Trudeau. I mean, and they just won some shit.
The only thing that she said was trolling was the 2028 shit. Which I pray to God that is trolling.
I don't think it's trolling, bro.
I can only hope. The hats are flying off the shelf, though.
Are they really?
I have no idea. That's what she said at the press conference, but
I bet they saw, dude.
Probably doing numbers.
There is like 26 to 30% of the country that fucking loves
this guy.
Trump on a level that is
Maybe never seen before for a president.
Yeah, it's like he can't
when they were alive.
He can't do anything wrong.
No.
Like he literally, if he punched them in the face, they'd be like, "I agree, that's what we needed." Yeah.
Yeah.
That had to happen in order to prosper in this country. Did you see the clip of like it's like a Zoom, it's like a focus group or whatever on Zoom. It's like Trump supporters and they're talking about, they're all like, my 401k hasn't been touched.
No,
and
I haven't seen this.
Like I'm good. Like I lost more money under Trump than under Biden than Trump. And then this one lady's like, maybe like in a year, maybe I'll start to consider. If it stays like this for a year, maybe I'll consider.
If the stock market goes down 10% every month for a year, then
bro.
maybe.
If you're still riding this train, bro, you're actually a fucking idiot.
It is what it is. But
like on Instagram, bro, sometimes you see like there'll be a tweet and all the comments they're like dick riding Trump. I'm like,
oh, I believe it. A lot of people
like,
love this guy.
Fuck, man.
Which is interesting. So let's start with Gretchen Whitmer. So what happened with her was basically she's the governor of Michigan. She was at this press conference for the 100 days bullshit. And they were at like a military place, like some military fort in Michigan, right?
Yeah.
And so impromptu, Trump is just like, Gretchen, come up and say some words. Like, she literally said, like, I did not plan to speak today, blah, 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 blah. And I feel like he did it on purpose to fuck with her. Because she does not want to be seen with this guy. She wants the benefits of talking to Trump, which is like, for example, she got him to drop the auto tariffs in Michigan, right? Which it's like she's doing the right thing for her people.
Yeah.
But a lot of people view it as like she's working with Trump and she's giving him legitimacy.
Well,
what do you think about that?
It really depends what she had to do to get that.
Well, she had to make a public appearance with him and speak at the event.
If that's all she had to do, then she won that W. Easy money.
Yeah.
Because you eat that shitstorm, you keep going, and then once you can be like, guess what, pussies? No tariffs on the autos for us.
Based.
Then people are like, okay, we fuck with you.
But I've seen a lot of people saying, like, I am not voting for her in 2028
it'll pass
under any circumstance.
Some people, those people are just so, it'll pass.
They're just being extra,
They're being
right?
so
like,
extra, yeah.
I agree that, like,
he's the person you have to deal with. Like, it's not like you can be like, oh, I don't like my boss, so I'm just not gonna deal with my boss.
Exactly.
Like, you gotta fucking deal. He's the one. He's president, so you gotta deal with.
He's
this
kind of
fucking guy.
like the most powerful person in the world, unfortunately.
Yeah, so you gotta talk to the fucking guy at least.
Doesn't mean you gotta like suck his dick and all that.
Yeah, literally.
Just talk
and
to
don't
the guy.
do that. If you're gonna do that, then actually just don't talk to him.
Yeah.
Did you see like all those? There's like a bunch of journalists that are like just asking like the most glazing questions.
Those entire sessions, I think, are just conservative influencers.
Yeah, is it really just
like
Jesus.
only conservative influencers? Yeah, it's so weird,
my God,
dude.
Man.
Why would you? It literally looks like some North Korea shit, bro. Even today at
That's crazy. But like they don't the people who we need to realize that just don't they don't see it like that.
There was a cabinet meeting today, and Pam Bondi literally, like, Trump calls on her to give her report, and she literally just goes, Mr. President, your first 100 days has been by far the best of any president ever. Like, it was so weird, bro.
Dude.
Like, who says that in a at a fucking cabinet
Hold
meeting?
on, bro. Put some respect. on this motherfucker for a second. Alright? We love America. World peace everywhere. Buy the dollar.
Dollar number one.
Buy low so high.
China number 0.
Alright?
China number 0. Down with China.
We love America.
They're the best. But
That's gonna be pretty good evidence if
What?
if he ever tries to send us to jail or some
It
or
will
to
not
Salvadorian
be.
jail. What do you mean? It was perfect.
they will see right past
I think
it.
no. Trump will see that video and go, "I like these boys. Pardon."
I hope so.
Okay? You're my boy, Trump.
We ain't going to the gulags, bro. We ain't going to no gulags. But
Bro,
so his approval rating is hitting record lows, yet
maybe.
he is claiming that if they were only looking at the real polls, it would be in the 60s or 70s.
Mm-hmm.
Which, I mean,
And the real
how can you
polls-
argue with that?
The real polls are in his imagination,
Wait until you see the real numbers, Nico.
dude.
Let's pull out the clips. Let's get the clips. of this
Tourism is
interview.
up, bro.
Yeah, let's
You know
get the, let's
what?
get
You
the
don't want
clips of
that.
this interview
Oh,
going.
Here.
Let's check this shit
Pull
out.
'em up, pull 'em up, pull 'em up.
All right. Are you? Is it on?
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect.
And then drag it to the other one.
Oh, bet.
We
Whoop.
got things to watch.
Floop de whoop. All right, let's check this shit out. So, this is the first
Put my headphones on.
just glaring example of delusional. Let's check
This
it
is
out.
crazy.
He wasn't a member of a gang. And then they looked, and on his knuckles, he had MS-13.
There's a dispute
Well,
over that.
wait a minute. He had
Wait a minute.
MS-13 on his knuckles
didn't say it.
tattooed.
Oh, he had some tattoos that are interpreted that way. But let's move on.
Wait a minute.
Wait a
Terry,
minute.
Terry.
He did not
Don't
have the
do that.
letter MS13.
It says MS-13.
That was Photoshopped. So let me
That
just.
was Photoshop. Terry, you can't
had-
do that.
This
can't
guy,
do
this
that.
guy Terry, he does kind of suck at his job.
Terry is a fucking bitch, bro.
He is terrible at this.
He had a golden opportunity.
All you do is pull up, like show him, physically have printouts and shit.
Nico,
and,
how much money would you have paid to be Terry in this situation?
Dude,
I'd pay $1 million, legitimately. I'd go $1 million in debt to be in Terry's seat right at that moment.
dude.
Cause he could have made him look like a dumb fuck.
Dude.
He could have just been like, "Yeah, let's pull out the picture. Let's look at it."
Yeah, bro, and he'd go, it's fake, but then it's like, bro, fuck is like. The thing is maybe that wouldn't change shit, bro.
Honestly, though, I am a little bit surprised that like
Wait,
Trump
more.
didn't have anybody around him to correct this. Like,
Hey, they're giving you the big break
He
of a
probably
lifetime.
does,
You know, you're
but
doing
they're
the interview.
scared.
I picked you because, frankly, I never heard of you, but that's okay.
Never heard of
but
you.
I picked you, Terry, but you're not being very nice. He had MS-13 tattooed.
We'll agree to disagree. I want to
Terry,
move on to something else.
Terry,
Terry,
do you want me to show you the picture?
I saw the picture. We'll
And you think
he
it's
wants to move
Photoshop?
on so
Well,
bad.
Here we go.
Don't Photoshop it. Go look at his hand. He
Fair
had
enough.
MS-13.
He did have tattoos that can be interpreted that way. I'm not an expert on them. I want to turn to Ukraine,
No,
sir.
Terry,
I want to get to
Terry,
Ukraine.
no.
He had MS as clear as you can be, not interpreted. This is why people no longer believe the news, because
When
it's
he was
fake
photographed
news.
in El Salvador, they aren't there. But let's just go on. They aren't there when he's in El
there.
Salvador.
They
Take
weren't
a look
there,
at
That's
but they're
another
there now,
perfect.
right?
Oh,
No,
if he would have
but
But they're
sat
there now, right?
If he would have sat there and done that and been like, here's a picture of him more
In El
recently
Salvador, yeah.
without the fucking tattoo, then it's like, what the fuck are you gonna say, Trump?
Dude, I remember when that shit first came out, like the picture came out, I wanted to make that argument that like, dude, he's trying to misrepresent it as if these are real tattoos when it's photoshopped. But I ended up being like, nah, he's not really trying to do that. Like, he's not, like, no one would really think that that's real. Like,
He thinks it's real, dude.
he literally thinks it's real.
He drank the Kool-Aid that he made,
It's incredible.
dude.
But so yeah, that shit wasn't real. The tattoos are real, but it's not confirmed whether or not that means MS-13 or not. And so yeah, it's
It's like a
dispute.
weed smiley face tattoo.
Weed makes me happy. Like, doesn't that line up kinda? I mean,
Dude.
what the fuck does a cross have to do with MS-13?
Dude, if
Are they real religious over there in MS-13?
I doubt it. Maybe they are a little bit,
Maybe, but
but
how religious can you be when you're in a fucking gang killing people? I mean,
yeah, but the ones
in
gang,
MS-13. Oh, they're super religious. Actually, I stand corrected.
They probably say they're religious, but they don't fucking do nothing.
They don't actually
religious.
know
Yeah.
anything about the Bible or any of that shit.
They live a different way, if you know what I mean.
No, but like, if it does end up being the case that he's an MS-13, fine. But the tattoo doesn't prove anything, like one way or another. And this is what I hate about Trump, bro, is I feel like we continuously get forced into these situations where we have to argue about shit that, like, isn't worth arguing because we just don't know if it's true or not.
Bro, but we can find out if it's true.
If he was in MS-13?
Yeah,
We can. Of course we
confirm
can.
that shit.
It's
We
very
can
easy to
figure
do.
it out. That's why it's so
But
stupid.
you and I can't.
Oh yeah.
You and I don't have the information to determine if he was or wasn't.
Hey, let's go to El Salvador and fucking try to meet this guy, bro.
Dude, that would be difficult. They don't let people into CCOT, I don't think.
But
They
what,
barely let the senators in.
but if we do like a whole, we love Bukele, we fucking, what a great guy.
Well, you're El Salvadoran, so you have a better chance, I think.
Dude, they might throw me in the jail, dude.
No way. You're white passing. You're good.
I don't
You're
know,
chilling.
bro.
Go with your dad.
Yeah, I'm gonna just stay right next to my dad. We'll be safe.
Fuck it.
You're fucking right. Shouts out. All right, so fuck. What were we just talking about?
The whole tattoo situation. He thought it was real. It wasn't real.
Yeah, fucking
It's-
that.
what
whole,
are we doing
That
here,
whole
guys?
interview is crazy. Tourism is up. It's not up. He's
Oh
saying
yeah,
it's
let's check.
up.
You want to do the tourism one now?
Yeah.
Let's check the tourism one. So check this shit out. So, context a little bit. If you didn't know, there's like a situation going on in Vegas right now, where it's like a ghost town.
Yeah.
Like people are just not there
It's just people committing suicide. There's no fun being had.
because all the like people like no Europeans are going there. Canadians aren't going there, which is like the bulk of tourism, other than people from the U.S. And so. Basically, tourism is fucked right now because of the tariffs, because there's a huge anti-American sentiment swelling around the world. Tourism ain't going to be doing too good in the near future. And this is known fact. Like, tourism companies are on the decline. But let's see what Trump has to say about tourism. Let's see if he has a solution to try to fix that. Let's check it out.
Right now.
And Canadians, many of them, are really angry, furious about your talk about we're going to take over, Canada's going to become the 51st state. And it kind of is of a piece. A lot of travel is down into the United States from around the world. It feels like there's been reputational
The country's
damage.
doing great.
Well,
Prices are down.
not the tourism
Gasoline's down. Energy's down. Tourism is going to be way up. Wait till you see the numbers. The tourism is way up.
Not now.
Now Canada.
Not now.
We're doing very well. We're doing very well.
We're doing very well.
We're doing very well. Wait till you see the real numbers come out in 6 months from now. Wait till you see the numbers.
What does that mean, bro? What does he mean, the real numbers?
In 6 months, a bunch of people are gonna come visit for fun, dude.
But what does that even mean, the real numbers in 6 months?
Because ABC is fucking corrupt, dude. They lie about Trump.
All of the economic numbers are rigged. Those are
Every
Biden's
day-
numbers.
every day Trump does something amazing for us, and they try to make it sound bad.
Yes, bro.
It's stupid.
Yes. The tariffs?
But everything Trump does is good.
The tariffs are just the art of the deal, bro.
He's a master negotiator.
No, but seriously, though, like, Canada is not fucking with us right now.
no.
That's the whole reason the libs won, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if anyone knows this,
Like,
but the
literally.
conservatives in Canada
We're about to.
had the easiest path. I'm talking about, like, the odds a month ago were like 80%.
Trump-
maybe a little more than a month
Trump
ago,
was so bad that the country next door was like, oh, we have
We
to
need to
vote
lib
the
out
other
right
way.
now.
Yeah. That's so fucking crazy.
when you really think about it, it's like he affected a Canadian election just by existing and saying shit
Just
about
by
Canada.
saying Governor Trudeau.
Governor Trudeau, the 51st state,
But it's
like
it's so And honestly, it's so fucking interesting because they were gonna vote so hard the other way.
Yeah. They were going to go all the way conservative.
And then they got a glimpse of America doing it, and they were like, "Wait a second."
Yeah, this is a little batshit crazy.
Enough people were like, "Hold the fuck," had the same
Dude,
reaction.
did you see?
It's so crazy.
You want to hear some funny shit, bro? You know the Nelk Boys?
Yeah.
Bro, Kyle from the Nelk Boys, he was like, he basically said that the reason the conservatives lost in Canada is because they didn't go on podcasts. That's why they lost.
Dude,
If they just went on the Nelk Boys podcast, bro,
were the Nelk
the
Boys
conservatives would have won.
Conservative.
Oh yeah, they
nominee?
love Trump.
I know they love Trump, but do they love the conservative
Yes.
Canadian guy?
And he even posted screenshots like, I've been trying to get this guy on for 3 years now. And it's like, he really genuinely thought that would have made the difference. Like, he really thought that if the conservative guy came on his show, they would have won.
Dude.
Like, these people are so delusional, it's not funny anymore. It used to be funny.
It can make a difference if the person is fun to watch.
Oh, yeah.
But these motherfuckers are not fun to watch.
I don't think well,
Kamala?
Trump is fun to watch.
I do think like Kamala, if she had gone on like a Joe Rogan or something, it could have made a difference.
I don't think so.
How that went could have made a difference.
I think people would have hated it because she's fake. That's the honest
But
truth.
if she went on there and wasn't fake,
oh yeah, if she was just like talking about who she was and her
Talking
life
shit.
and all that.
yeah,
But I don't think that.
she didn't have it in her.
I don't think she would have gotten any favors from Mr. Rogan. He was pretty heavily on the Trump bandwagon at that point.
I don't know that he would have given much pushback. I mean, like, he would have given some pushback, but like not a lot.
Yeah, I mean, who the fuck knows at this point? But what I do know is going on the Nelk Boys podcast would not have saved
Yeah.
Bolivar or the conservatives.
Done deal. Done deal.
It's crazy
Dude,
when you think about it.
Shout out Canada, bro.
Honestly, Canada W. Like, Canada, we might have to move there, like, low-key. If they had, like, a Florida of Canada, I would pull up. It's just too cold, man.
Way too cold.
It's just too cold.
Toronto, there's people either love Toronto or they're like, this shit is overrated as fuck.
I don't know. I've never been, but it looks like a dope city. Like, I feel like it would be cool. The Raptors, you know? The Raptors.
Canadian Imagine you're in the NBA and
Yeah.
you get traded to the Raptors.
That's what happened to
I
Kawhi.
gotta go to Canada.
Dude, Kawhi
Yeah,
was
but then-
pissed, but then he won.
He won and then immediately left.
Yeah, he's like, fuck this. I'm going back to LA.
That's
Honestly,
crazy.
that's one of the most legendary runs in history.
If
Like,
I was an athlete, so much of like deciding what team to be on would depend on where the team is.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, I'm not playing for no Minnesota,
No Cleveland's.
no Cleveland. You know what, Cleveland? I could get talked into Cleveland.
Okay.
No, I'm kidding. It's too cold.
I didn't think so.
I would have to play in Florida, California, fucking Texas.
New York, even
Maybe
though it's
New
cold,
York.
I'd
Maybe
still
New
be down.
York.
I'd still be down.
That'd be the one cold place I'd give a shot to.
yeah.
Maybe Chicago.
That'd be pretty dope. Let's go to another clip real quick. We got so many clips
dude.
today, bro.
Hell yeah.
We got Pam Bondi in this bitch
Clips
saying the most
galore.
outrageous of bullshit that you might ever see.
One of our own, Florida.
Yep, Pam Bondi of Florida. We love her. Not really. We actually hate her. So this is just ridiculous. So she's talking about fentanyl, right? And we've seen so much fentanyl this year. So let's check this out.
3,400 kilos of fentanyl since you've been your last 100 days, which saved, are you ready for this, media? 258 million lives. Kids are dying every day because they're taking this junk laced with something else. They don't know what they're taking. They think they're buying a Tylenol or an Adderall and a Xanax, and it's laced with fentanyl, and they're dropping dead. And
She just said that seizures of fentanyl in the first 100 days of Trump's admin have saved 260 million lives.
Dude,
260 million lives.
I'm telling you, it's over.
Nico, how many people are in America again?
And no
I just
longer-
want a reminder.
300 million,
Okay, 300 million, right?
roughly, give or take 20 million.
Well, you also have to include that 100 million are immigrants, are illegal immigrants, right? So
yeah,
you gotta factor that. You gotta factor that in. But
dude, you also talk about the rehearsal. Listen to me.
what the hell is the
That
rehearsal?
might be the greatest piece of television that's ever existed.
What's the rehearsal?
You don't know? You know who Nathan Fielder is?
Nope. Later, bro.
He's making the show. He does a show where he like helps people prepare for like big moments in their life,
Okay.
and the way he does it,
Wait, Nathan Felder?
Fielder.
Is that Nathan for you?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I know who that is. Okay.
You-
Yeah.
This is his new show.
Okay.
But like he literally will like recreate scenarios. He'll go so overboard.
Nothing's gonna top the
But this
pedophile
season-
robot.
Pedophile Robot's hilarious. No, this season tops it.
Really?
Dude, I can't. I was watching the second episode that came out, and I'm watching it, and I'm like, this might be the most.
What's he helping them
amazing
prepare
thing.
for? Like weddings and shit like that, or
This season, slight spoiler, he's trying to. He basically was like, I was looking at plane crashes,
mm-hmm.
and I realized that there's a pattern of the co-pilot not wanting to tell the pilot something important,
Okay.
like because of like social dynamics or whatever.
that
like,
makes sense.
and it's like if they would have said something, it could have prevented a crash.
Okay, that makes sense.
So he's trying to figure out how to like fix that, and he's follow, dude. I can't explain it. Like it's so good. I can't explain it well, but he literally like he like gets a bunch of pilots to, and he just like like makes them hang out.
and he's like he's
And,
like
a
analyzing their conversations.
literally,
and
he's
shit.
like in another room. Cameras are all over that first room with all the pilots, and he's in another room like watching. He's like, why?
Why didn't they
and-
talk about this?
And he's like studying. He's like, we got to figure out like which one of these pilots is good at like saying bad news or whatever.
okay.
So the way he does it is he creates a fake singing competition, and he makes all of the pilots be like the producers that like either go, we're gonna let you audition, or we're not gonna let you audition.
Okay.
And so he watches how they say no to people, and these people are like, they want to do this competition.
Yeah.
Like there is a real prize. They like sing. a
Oh,
song.
it's like a legit, like they're
It's-
like think it's American Idol type shit.
Yeah, but he made it all up just for the pilots to like practice rejecting people. But it's real. Like you get to sing a song on some shit or whatever. He like make a legitimate competition, and these people audition.
That's so good, dude.
And they get told no, and they're like crying and shit.
So
Dude.
what? The ones that tell no the best?
Yeah, like this one lady because he had the people that auditioned. After the audition, they had to like rate how the person.
said no.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
so funny, man.
Dude, it's unbelievable. It's so good.
It's a good skill to have, low key, telling people no.
Of
like,
course.
Some people can't do it. Some people don't know how to do it.
Unironically, the thing he's trying to do is make it so like less plane crashes happen. Like he's trying to improve that skill in pilots.
I don't
So
think
there's
is
less
he
plane
really
crash.
trying to do that though,
Dude,
or is it
it's-
like a show meme?
Bro,
thing?
it's the line is so fucking blurred. Where it's like, what the fuck is bullshit? What's not bullshit? It's incredible. Can't
Do you remember
recommend
that
it enough.
one episode of Nathan For You where the Indian guy at the
Oh,
gas station?
brother? I think I remember that, but dude, I
He
forgot.
was talking about he drinks his kid's piss.
I literally forgot the craziest part of the whole. Basically, Paramount Plus removed an episode of Nathan For You, where
Okay.
he sold.
Episode of a TV show I made called Nathan For You, and I was told the reason was
Dude, hold on, I gotta find.
That original show was one of the funniest shit I've
Nathan For You
seen.
is also
So I'm
incredible.
sure the rehearsal is great. It's on
But
HBO
basically-
or what's it on?
It's on HBO.
Okay.
But dude. So there was an episode of Nathan For You where he opened like a winter coat, like apparel store.
Okay, I didn't see that one.
To
but
like
okay.
promote like Jewish. It was like for a Jewish foundation. Or
Okay.
whatever the fuck.
Good for him.
and there was like a bunch of like swastika Nazi shit up.
Yeah.
And Paramount Plus Germany removed the episode.
Dear God.
And then the way that he describes it, he starts off with just Germany's blue, and then he goes, but it caused a chain reaction, and it all starts spreading out like it's fucking.
So
like,
what? They all banned it everywhere.
Yeah, everywhere. It got taken off. It's not all. You can't find it.
That sucks,
dude.
That show is so.
But
hysterical.
he made the way he was doing it is like he made it look like Paramount Plus is Nazis.
Like they're invading.
I guess I'll just get right to it.
He made a whole
You guys
set.
removed an episode of a TV show I made called
He's
Nathan.
practicing confronting Paramount Plus.
Okay,
And
let's
he
check this
hired
out.
this and he made this set.
I guess
guy
I'll
is
just get
so
right to
good
it.
at his job.
You guys removed an episode of a TV show I made called Nathan for You, and I was told the reason was sensitivities related to anti-Semitism.
That's right. Something we take seriously. In Germany today, we have no tolerance for any images that may evoke hate or incite violence towards any group of people.
Salute. Yeah.
But look, I know you guys are, probably feel a lot of shame about what you did in the past, and now you're trying to overcompensate by being the world leaders in fighting anti-Semitism. But when it comes to art, I think you have to know your place, and you have to let us Jews express ourselves, because honestly, the way you're approaching this whole thing, people might get the wrong idea about what you actually stand for. I'm on your side. Believe it or not, we're on the same side.
Do you take sugar?
You take sugar? What?
It's so good. There's like so much. He talks to this pilot, and this pilot's like, I've been kicked off of every fucking dating app.
Dude.
And Nathan's like, and he's like, why? He's like, I don't know. You don't have to do anything illegal.
Just kicked him off.
Like,
dude, there's so many good episodes of Nathan for You, bro. The
amazing.
Fucking,
brilliant.
The one with the gas where they had the rebates at the top of the mountain. That was so good, bro. I think that was the one where the guy was drinking his kid's piss or whatever. I think that was the one.
It was incredible. Did you watch the new episode of The Studio? Bro, yeah, I do gotta show the troops too. But The Studio is okay. This new episode is actually, I liked it more. The other ones have been a little bit of mid, but I love a show about showbiz.
Fuck yeah.
But fuck. Yeah, where are the Paramount Plus troops, man? Because he went so overboard.
I need to watch this show ASAP.
Dude, yes you do, bro.
Dude,
Whatever.
HBO
We
shut
have to
the
find
clips
something.
down. You can't find them anywhere.
Dude, it's silly to do that. But holy shit. Highly recommend. Alright. Have you seen anything of the Louis Theroux clips, bro?
No, who is Louis Theroux?
Dude.
Who the fuck is this?
He makes documentaries. He's a
Okay.
British guy.
What's he making a documentary about right now?
It's called The Settlement. It's about Gaza.
Bad guy, of course, yeah.
Well, there's this clip of this fucking lady. Why can't I get to my fucking profile?
You have to click on, there you go. We figure shit out here, bro. We be investigating.
Where? I know I fucking like
This man got a lot of likes.
I like a lot of shit, dude.
He does be liking.
No,
One thing about us when we're on Twitter,
this is her from like
we do be liking.
40 years ago. She's like ultra Zionist settler. Look at this.
The idea
this
is
like
to
dark shit, honestly.
Oh, I have seen. Okay, let's watch it though. You sent this to me.
Yeah, did I?
And we just yeah. Let's talk.
So the idea is to force the government by putting people. Starts with small settlements, then they get bigger, then they get recognized by the state of Israel, and basically creating a new demographic reality.
We do not force a government. We do for governments what they cannot do for themselves.
This lady's fucking scary, dude.
Even if you take Netanyahu now, he is very happy with what we do here and also about our plans to build Jewish communities in Gaza. He's happy about it, but he cannot say it. He says the opposite. It's not realistic. Good! We will make it realistic. It's not forcing the government. It's helping the government. It's Step number one in politics. You don't force the government, you give the government the courage, the ability, the public support, the political support. I think you understand what I said, even if you disagree.
What the fuck is happening, bro?
Okay, let's talk about it. Let's talk about this shit.
Also,
So,
the amount of settlers who were literally American.
oh yeah,
Crazy.
but I compare that a lot to pretty much what was going on with the Ukraine situation, because basically the way the war started was there were communities in the city of Donetsk and the city of Luhansk that were saying, oh, we're independent Russian cities, like settlements, basically.
Yeah.
And Russia basically said, okay, we're going to recognize these areas as independent and let them decide what they want to do. And obviously, because there's all these people here that Russia sent specifically to do this, they're like, oh, we want to join Russia. And Russia's like, okay, say less. We'll invade then. And we'll declare you independent, and then we'll just pull up, and yeah, then we'll take it over. And it's like, I think that it's like a technicality, right? Because realistically, that shouldn't be able to happen.
Mm-hmm.
And it's fucked up. Is it ethnic cleansing? I mean, I don't really know.
Kinda, sorta.
It's more like what would you? It's more like ethnic planting, like they're like planting the fucking people there to act like they just are living there and want to see Russia come over.
But while simultaneously treating the Palestinians as second-class citizens.
Yes,
they don't have equal rights. That whole there's a lot of clips in that documentary. It's actually fucking bleak as a motherfucker.
No, that's pretty scary. But I'm just saying it's not like this is like some shit that's never been done before. Like actually a lot of countries have used this strategy to basically invade countries. It's just imperialism at the end of the day. It's really just imperialism.
Well, dude, yeah, a lot of imperialism is just ethnic cleansing, man.
Yeah,
it's what it is.
At its core,
it's just what's happening.
At its core, that is what's happening. But I don't. It's a little bit different than ethnic cleansing though, because ethnic cleansing is you tell people get the fuck out of here, or we're gonna kill you.
But how different is that from like
planting people there and installing people?
No, but they are
to
like
do your bidding.
They kind of are going like, we're gonna kill you, we're gonna fuck you up.
Well, Israel is a whole different. Absolutely, that is pretty much what Israel is doing.
That's what I'm saying.
In Gaza, not in the West Bank so much. In the West Bank, they're doing this bullshit settlement strategy, which it's fucked up. But I'm just saying, is it genocide though? I don't know if it's genocide.
At what point? Like, listen.
I'm listening.
Let me pull this up right now.
I'm listening.
It's not a video. It's actually just a meme. Domino meme. Listen. I'm gonna pull it up.
We all know the domino meme.
This is like fucking Nazi Germany.
Yeah.
And this is like on someone on Twitter that's like, I'm just asking questions.
Yeah.
At what point do we call it? Do we draw the line of like, we can't no more? Do you get what I'm saying?
I actually think it's pretty simple.
When?
What it comes down to is the intent. Like when people are calling groups subhuman and saying that they're the issue with society and they need to be wiped out.
But you can't
always hold up. That is genocidal rhetoric, right? But just someone saying, like, if I said that about some group of people, that wouldn't make it a genocide just because I said it, right?
Yeah.
But it is genocidal. It is genocidal rhetoric.
It's about the actions.
Exactly. But at the end of the day, genocide is a policy that a government adopts, where the government is like, we're gonna kill all these motherfuckers.
I feel like that kind of fits Israel.
It does. I don't
the shoe
think that
is
it fits.
kind of fitting.
I don't think it fits.
I think they're straight up cleansing, bro. They're gonna kill everybody, bro. They bomb the shit out of everything, bro.
I don't think it's at a policy
and it's on
level.
purpose. It's not an accident.
I don't think
plan. It's the plan. It's the plan.
I don't think that the soldiers of the IDF are like, we need to kill every single Palestinian. If that really is the case, then of course.
I think it's like we're gonna we need to make sure every ounce of Hamas is dead.
Did you see that
And
last?
I think everybody's Hamas.
A few weeks ago, they revised the fucking death tolls to basically say that 70% of the deaths are military-aged men.
That's what I'm talking about. This is like so far deep down the domino.
No, I'm saying
it's ethnic cleansing.
I'm saying Gaza revised the shit to say that 70% of the deaths are military-aged men.
Interesting.
It is interesting. I mean, don't get me wrong. Israel's doing a bunch of really bad shit right now.
Horrific
like
shit,
really bad shit.
Terrible.
Is it genocide though? Because here's the thing.
Think so.
People will say
I'm okay with saying this and worse. This and up is genocide.
People will say that it's like
This and
you're dragging your
genocide.
feet if you say it's not genocide.
Yes.
But at the same time, it's like genocide is a very technical term, and
I think whatever this is, it should be called that. It should qualify as unacceptable.
But how come the population's going up
in Gaza?
It's like 2 million people, right?
I don't know.
So it's way up from like 30 years ago.
Oh, from 30 years.
Bro, people. That's the thing. Is another thing. People have been saying it's a genocide for a long time. Yeah, like it's not just the past year.
So it's like, oh, dude, the replacement rate is good, so it doesn't matter.
No, well, I mean, kinda, yeah.
No,
kinda.
What? Think about how many there'd be if you didn't do this.
Hold up. At the end of the day, if they're doing it on purpose,
they are
to wipe out everybody is genocide. If they're not doing it on purpose to wipe them all out, it's not genocide. And I do think that it's like they have legitimate military objectives.
No.
To shut down Hamas. Like Israel got bombed. Like in a crazy way that they've never been bombed before.
Yeah.
And I just hate, bro.
It's been over a year, bro.
We gotta pull up the Hassan clip. Let me pull up a Hassan clip real quick.
Oh shit!
This is the shit that really pisses me off because it's not about like the everyday person that's like pro Palestine. Like I got no issue with those people.
What did Hassan
What
do?
I do have an issue with.
What the fuck did Hassan do?
Is when people say crazy shit.
Do you have a problem with Hassan saying America deserved 9/11?
Not that I disagree, but I don't necessarily like. I'm not mad about it. Like he has a right to say that.
But this new one, you're like, fuck that.
Well, let me see if I can find it first of all, which it's not looking very good.
What the fuck did this kid say, man?
Hold on, let me just send it to you on Twitter. Let me just send it to you real quick.
Yeah.
But basically, it was a situation where he was basically saying that anyone showing any sign of Zionism shouldn't be allowed to be the local dog catcher. Like they should be treated like a neo-Nazi and like blackballed from society, basically.
Anyone who's a Zionist?
Anyone who has ever shown any sign of Zionism, yeah. That was pretty much what it was saying.
Zionism is fucked, bro. It's weird.
No, thinking that a country should exist is not weird or fucked up.
I don't think that's all Zionism
Yeah,
is.
Google the word. Google Zionism. Google what a Zionism is.
But like, this lady is the Zionist.
But there's various levels of Zionism, obviously. Like,
bro, I don't know, man.
Look, just Google the word Zionism.
I know. It's people that think fucking Israel should exist.
Yes, bro. That's exactly what it is. All right, I found the video. I'm sending.
But I don't think this is like. This is really like practically how people use it.
Let's check this video. Check this video. I'll just send it to you. Let's check it out.
I'm not gonna.
Let's check out what Hassan's got to say.
Tell me, bro. I'm pretty hardcore against everything Israel does. Can't lie.
Of course.
This will never happen, but I think like this will never happen, but in a totally just world, any kind of, regardless of your background, any kind of fucking Zionist tendency should be treated in the same way as being a fucking rabid neo-Nazi. And you shouldn't even let someone be the fucking local dog catcher as Felix was posting if they've ever exhibited any sort of like positive feelings about the state of Israel. I'm so serious about this.
Like, that is
That's
just
so
not
hardcore.
right. That is just as racist as what they say that Israel's doing. Is it not? Is that not just as racist? Like,
It's
he's basically
hardcore.
Because, bro, what do you think should happen in Palestine? In your ideal world, Nico's the supreme emperor of the world. What does he decide to do about Palestine?
Well, in the ideal world, I'm pretty sure you just one state solution that shit. And
One
you're
state
done.
solution?
Yeah.
And do what?
In an ideal world.
And what's the name of the country?
Israelistan.
Israelistan. Okay. Actually, don't got a problem with that.
Palestine.
You're saying if it's like everyone could get along type shit?
Yeah.
But that's not realistic.
It's realistic in a generation, bro. You gotta just put the kids in the same school, and you're good.
You think so?
Yes, because then those kids grow up and they don't hate each other.
I think it's even more complicated than that,
I don't think it's
though.
that
Because those
complicated.
people are raised to hate each other.
Yeah, but
and it's fucked up.
If you're in the school with, if they're at school with if they're mixed like from elementary.
But that is how it works.
No, but you.
That's how it works.
No, but if your parents are like that, think about how many people.
But
are
isn't that
less
how it is
racist.
right now?
Think about how many people are less racist than their parents.
Oh,
Everybody.
absolutely.
Everybody.
Absolutely. But aren't there Palestinians living in Israel right now?
I don't think they go to the same schools. I don't think they're treated equally at all.
Well, they definitely don't have access to the same resources.
Dude,
and I'm sure that the average Palestinian
How much
is
of that
much more
documentary
poor.
have you seen?
Which one?
The Louis Theroux one.
I haven't even heard of it till
dude,
now.
brother.
Haven't even heard of it. Just that one clip.
I've seen I saw him react to it, but he had like a chunk of it. That documentary is crazy, bro.
Yeah.
It's like, but seeing the clips from that, it does kind of make me be like, okay, I see what he's saying.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of see what Hassan's saying, because
No,
it's
I
like
don't think
pretty,
so at all.
it's pretty overboard, like not acceptable. This is like unacceptable shit that's going on.
Are you referring to the propaganda or the actual military shit?
I'm talking about the fucking kicking people out of their homes, treating them like second class citizens. They have like they just live like with guns pointed at them all the fucking time.
Yeah.
It's not justifiable, bro.
It's not justifiable.
It's not acceptable.
But at
and
the same
and it's
time,
on purpose, and it's not an accident.
What does the goal though of the Palestinians is the exact thing that the Jews are doing to them? You don't think so?
Think so.
You don't think that if, like, let's say that overnight Palestine became way more powerful, you don't think that they would just do the exact same thing that Israel's doing now? I feel like they definitely would.
Maybe.
What I'm trying to say,
I don't think that matters.
What I'm trying to say is that these people are not inherently more righteous in their beliefs because they're oppressed. I'm not arguing that they're not oppressed, because they are, and it's fucked up a lot of stuff that Israel does.
But it's Russia, Ukraine. Are you like pretty clear? Are you kind of like divided on that too, or are you pretty like no Ukraine?
I don't hate Russian people because of what Russia's doing.
Well, yeah. Well, that is
Not
the
at all.
difference. Is the Russian people are also like not super for the war either.
Yeah, but in Israel, there's
See,
a lot
that's
of
another
protests
reason.
against
That's
it, too.
another reason, bro. But
There's a
not
lot
that
of,
much.
No, there's a lot of people
Not
that
the
don't
majority.
like Netanyahu. You might be surprised.
No, but I think the majority approve of what the fuck they're doing, bro.
I don't know. What's Netanyahu's approval?
Approval of IDF.
Just, yeah, that should be good. There, June. That's a year ago. That's good enough, I guess.
This is June. Oh no, this is not good.
35%. Yeah.
This is a little. I'm sure it's gone down.
Israeli trust the national government more than Arab Israelis do. Duh.
Yeah.
That shouldn't be too surprising.
Jesus Christ, no! What the fuck? Where's a better?
But the war isn't that popular. I'm pretty sure. Like.
Oh man.
And I think it was similar. I think it was similar to how it went down in Gaza. Like at the very beginning of October 7, most Palestinians were like, fuck yeah, this is awesome. But then as time has gone on, support for Hamas has dwindled because of the conditions there.
Yeah, because nobody wants to fucking support Hamas if they don't feel like they have to, bro.
Exactly.
But the thing is they've been in a situation where they started to be like, maybe we gotta rely on these fucking people, which is crazy.
It is
bro.
crazy. It is crazy.
Dude,
And don't like.
I think
Israel
if
needs a new government.
I think if Israel gave them equal like rights and protections, stop fucking treating them the way they're treating them, Hamas would be gone. All this shit would go away, bro.
But at the same time, it's not that simple. What do you think
It
about?
would take time, bro, but that shit would dissipate if they were like.
Okay, I'm
We're
gonna
gonna stop
I'm gonna
treating-
give you the hottest
We're
take
gonna
of all time,
Okay,
and I
let's
need
see.
you to respond to it. Okay, okay.
Jesus.
This is the hottest take of all time. Okay. If Hamas put down their weapons and stopped fighting, the war would be over. If Israel put down their weapons and stopped fighting, there would be no Israel.
No.
Why is that not true?
Because if Israel, no, that's not the mic drop. Israel, if Hamas dropped down the weapons,
He's shaking in his boots.
hold on, what was? Say it again.
If Hamas put down their weapons and stopped fighting, there would be no more war.
No, okay, no, disagree.
You disagree with that?
Because what would happen is the Palestinians would just live these horrible fucking lives forever. That's what would happen if Hamas.
You don't think that Israel would give them back all of the aid
Fuck
that they were
no.
giving before?
Fuck no.
Why not?
Because
Why
they
not?
have the real mission of like, we're kicking these people out, we're settling our shit.
So that is fundamentally where we disagree.
You don't think
I don't
that's-
think that that's their mission.
I think that's.
I think their mission, which is a faulty one, is to try to stop Hamas, but they're actually like encouraging Hamas at the end of the day. That part we agree on, is that Israel is indirectly helping Hamas by doing what they're doing. That I agree with.
Directly sometimes. Directly,
little bit.
bro. It's no bueno, bro. I think it's like, nah. I'm pretty like.
In my opinion, the best outcome is a two-state solution.
Because I think
Palestine gets their own country.
It's just so obvious who has power here, who's doing what to who. Like,
I agree with that.
It's
But
so-
you could also back it out and say the Middle East as a whole, who has power, Muslims or Jews, and it's obviously Muslims. It's not even
but
close.
like, are these countries actually trying to fucking defend Palestine?
Who funded October 7th?
I don't know actually.
Palestine didn't get that money for all that shit on their own, I'll tell you that.
How much money? I bet it wasn't even that much money, bro.
Iran gave them a lot of money, and I don't think it was just Iran. Like, there's a whole axis of countries that support Palestine, and that's the whole reason the embargo exists, bro, is because people were just giving them weapons and using them against Israel. That's the one thing, bro. People think that the embargo is there just to oppress them, and there's no other reason. Like, for example, there's a thing where like cookies are banned from coming into Palestine, and it's like, that's so fucked up. Like, why would you not let them have cookies? But they were literally using the sugar from cookies to make weapons, and you can look this up. It is real.
Yeah, but
there's
you
videos
think-
of Palestinian
that's-
people making rockets with sugar.
You don't think that's a desperate act of defense? You think that's just like a offensive act of aggression?
Making missiles with sugar, is that
Like, imagine if you were at a point where you're like, I think I have to try to get sugar to make missiles.
Yeah.
Like, your situation is beyond. You don't do that just because, like, I hate.
You're radicalized at that point, obviously.
But you're also fucking probably in a desperate ass spot.
Of course, I'm not denying that.
And who put him in
I'm
that?
not blaming
Who put him in that desperate ass spot?
You could argue that it was Hamas. You could argue it's Hamas.
It's not Hamas.
Because they're doing a lot of bad shit too,
It's
bro.
not Hamas.
Like, that's the thing. Here's the thing.
Yes, they are doing bad shit. They are doing bad shit. They are yeah.
But it's not just that they're doing bad shit. Hamas as an ideology is, we need to destroy the state of Israel from existence. They can't
Okay.
exist.
Yeah, bro.
We need to eliminate all Jews.
But like, it's not. Dude, there's no like, if Palestinian citizens and Israeli citizens were treated the exact fucking same, Hamas would be like some weird little fucking club.
You're right.
Nobody gives a shit.
You are
about.
absolutely right about that.
So then, but when it's the case that they're being fucking, the Palestinian citizens are being oppressed as fuck in every way, what the fuck? What are you gonna do, bro? Shit is tough. You gotta break free.
Shit is tough.
They gotta free themselves, bro.
Shit is tough. But I'm not gonna give Hamas a pass on
giving them
their
a pass
because they have just as genocidal of a viewpoint as Israel does. And so I'm not going to give them a pass just because they're more oppressed.
I'm not giving them a pass. But
it's a tough situation.
But they fall apart if there was any other viable alternative for Palestinians. Israelis have multiple paths they can choose to go down.
Yes.
Palestinians have like 2.
They're basically at the whims of Israel.
Yeah, exactly.
They are. That's undeniable.
So then how can you put... It's really hard to put all shit on them.
This is what we need. We need a president that's willing... We need a president that's willing to go to Israel and say, we need to make this shit a real country. And once Palestine becomes its own country, I think a lot of this shit ends. Like,
you think 2-state?
I think 2-state is
where would
the
you draw
only
the lines,
way,
bro. Where you draw the line?
And that's the issue at the end of the day. Is all they really care about is Jerusalem. Like,
no, I think they. I don't.
Or sorry, the Temple Mount.
They want it all. They try to take it all if they could, bro.
Well, no, I'm saying like Palestinians want to be able to go to these holy lands because of their religion, right?
Oh yeah.
Like that's what it's really about. I actually think the war has probably gotten more about religion as time has gone on because it's like
really,
it's a territorial thing at the end of the day, bro.
Nigga, you should run for mayor, twin.
That's a good idea.
That's
a good fucking idea.
Mayor of Hollywood.
Mayor of Israel.
Mayor of Israel.
I'm kidding. No, never.
You definitely have to be pro-Israel to run for mayor here, dude.
Probably. They do have mad power.
They do get lots of power.
I would never deny that because that's a fact.
They control the weather.
Y'all should watch the Middle East Bruno clip. Who's Middle East Bruno?
Bruno Mars. He's doing Locked Out of Heaven in Palestine. If I was an artist, I would try so hard to do a show in Palestine.
It would be sick. It'd be dangerous, though.
It'd be so dangerous.
So dangerous.
You'd be like, I wonder if they have the balls to kill us right now.
No, but 2-state is the only way, in my opinion.
But that's like less realistic to me.
Do you? Well,
because they'll never agree on like where to split it up.
It is an issue.
That's why I think it's like they will never agree on that.
I think
bro.
1-state is way less realistic because here's the thing: is at that point you're basically asking the question, "What's going on with TikTok?"
Yeah, like refresh.
You're basically asking the question of like, do they have a right to exist as a Jewish majority country? And I think that is a more complicated question than you would think. But because there's a little bit of a dichotomy between being a democracy and being an independent Jewish country. Because it's like, well, if we let people come in who are Muslim and we're not Jewish majority anymore, then we kind of just lost our identity as a country.
Yeah.
So the question is like, does a Jewish majority country have a right to exist at the end of the day? It really does just come back to the Zionist question. And I think that they do have a right to exist.
Does anybody have a right to exist?
Right to exist? What does that even mean at the end of the day?
What does that mean?
Who's Borat Bruno? Bro, Drew's up. I'm
fairly sure Borat and Bruno are 2 separate characters.
Yeah.
Sacha Baron Cohen does. What does he say about that? He's kind of a little Zionisty.
Is he Borat?
Sacha Baron Cohen.
Well, he comes from the Balkans. I would imagine that, there's a lot of Jewish people in the Balkans. Turns out.
I don't know, man.
Believe it or not.
This movie's crazy. Okay. Fuck, what were we just talking about?
Something Israel right to exist.
Right to
blah
exist.
blah.
They exist, bro. They're not gonna. Nobody's gonna not make them exist. That's not happening.
But
That's
if
like
they
not
become a single party, a single state solution,
they will still exist.
Not really.
Yes,
though.
they will, bro.
But okay, Okay. Not really though.
Yes. What? How? What?
Because listen.
Why?
Okay, they become.
They only exist if they have a land where they're the majority.
Pretty much.
What?
It's only a Jewish state if the majority of people are Jewish.
Does Palestine have a right to exist?
Yes. That's why I believe in a two-state solution, Nico.
Dude, I don't know, man. I don't like.
Bro,
this argument is like not.
Think about it this way.
landing.
There's how many countries in the Middle East that are majority Muslim? Like all of them.
Mm-hmm.
The Jews have one country.
I don't like ethno states, bro. It's weird.
But you do. You just don't think you do.
I don't.
You like Japan.
I don't give a fuck about
You like South
Japan.
Korea.
I wouldn't.
You
be
like Argentina. You like Brazil. You like all these other countries.
If people started
that are,
moving to fucking Japan, I wouldn't give a fuck. I
but
wouldn't be like,
Japan
is
gives a
losing.
fuck.
Japan wishes they had people.
Japan would never let that happen.
That's stupid. I think that's weird.
Like Japan has a right.
That's weird.
Japan has a right.
You're being weird.
To stay Japanese majority.
You're being weird.
It's not weird, bruh. They're just protecting their identity as a country.
For what? For what? What is? Why does the identity have to stay the same? Why can't the identity change? What's wrong with it changing?
Of course,
the identity is always changing.
Of course,
it's
it
never
changes
gonna
over
stay
time.
the same. So what the fuck are you doing?
Because
they're gonna go extinct, bro.
Being Japanese or not,
you're gonna go extinct if you don't let people in and start changing your identity because they are like.
Nah, Japan's chilling.
No,
They're losing a lot of people. But
Japan is like way low replacement rate.
Yeah, they got a lot of virgins.
They are not.
They a lot of incels in Japan.
And as soon as you're a country where you have more old people than young people, you're fucked.
You're in big trouble.
It's a problem.
But low-key, that's an issue in the whole world right now.
India
bro.
is pretty bad.
It's not really just one or like.
Yeah,
You look
but theirs is like really bad.
You look
Japan
at developing countries. You look at developed countries. You look at broke countries, rich countries, west, south, north, east. They're all declining birth rates.
Ladies and gentlemen,
And it's a little scary.
Ladies and gentlemen, we gotta start having babies.
We gotta start fucking,
churning them out.
IVF, whatever
you need. We're gonna walk over to the White House, knock on the door, and go, "You need to feed us, Mr. Trump, sir. We're your people. We're citizens of your country. Give us food."
It's like Maria Antoinette. Let them have kids.
Let them have kids.
Let them have kids.
I'm trying to have at least 11.
You running out of time, boy.
Whole
You better
bunch of
freeze
kids.
that
I don't
shit.
need that much time.
Get that shit frozen.
One per.
Well, it depends if it's 11 different girls.
They
or
each
not.
gonna have one mama.
Okay.
They're all gonna have.
I
their
like
own
that.
dedicated mother. You know what I'm saying?
I fuck with it.
It's kind of the wave.
I fucks with it. All right, we moving into finance yet?
Yeah, we can do finance.
All right, let's talk about the recession. That's almost official. One more quarter.
Donald Trump economic roller coaster.
And it's official.
Yeah,
Press all of them at one time. But so, we got a GDP report this morning, and we discovered that the United States GDP shrank by 0.3% this quarter, which isn't great. We were expecting it to go up, and it actually went down. So,
the fucking Temu went up, bro.
yeah, Temu's raising fucking prices. What a
shock!
shock!
You got a surcharge that's higher than the fucking cart was.
But this is the MAGA brain. Is what they're basically saying is, yeah, our economy's kind of getting hit. We're kind of fucked. But China's more fucked.
Yeah.
But China's even more fucked than we are.
The only thing that makes me laugh a little bit is the fucking people that have been just reselling, just buying cheap shit on Temu.
The drop shippers.
The drop shippers.
They're going extinct.
They're going extinct, and that's maybe the one positive of this whole thing. The fucking drop shippers.
Yep.
Dude, is there a job that contributes to society less?
There's maybe not actually. That might be the only one.
You might be like literally contributing.
Actually, no. What we're doing right now. What we're doing right now.
Drop shipping would be a step up for us.
Streaming does, yeah.
We could
we're
change
just,
the
we're
world,
just trying
bro.
to be famous.
One
That's
clip. I'm trying to get some money.
I just want clout.
I I want money so I don't have to be homeless and poor.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But at the end of the day,
but guess
we're
what?
not providing.
You know who is going to be
that much
homeless and
value.
poor? The country, the United States of
America. Because we're doing tariffs, and basically, we're gonna start running out of shit very soon. Because what a lot of these companies did is they heard about the tariffs, right? They knew about Liberation Day. He announced it weeks in advance, so they bought a bunch of shit to prepare for the tariffs. But they're about to run out of shit soon, because you can't buy infinite supply, right? So they're gonna run out sometime pretty soon, and once they run out, we're fucked. Because guess what's not happening right now? Chinese ships, they ain't going to L.A. They ain't going to New York.
Mm-hmm.
They're not going anywhere in the United States. They're staying right fucking put. And yes, China is getting hit hard. And they might be getting hit harder than us, probably.
Do you think so?
Yeah, I genuinely do think so. Because they're saying that they're going to lose like 20 million jobs by like the next few months.
In China?
Yeah. But at the end of the day, those people don't vote.
What about
they
us,
don't get
though?
to decide.
Do you think we're going to lose millions of jobs?
Yes, we will lose millions of jobs.
20 mil?
Companies are already cutting down and shit. 20 mil, I don't think we'll lose that many. But I'm just saying, China has a higher tolerance for pain than us.
Yeah,
because they have a
I
fucking
agree.
communist government.
I agree.
They can just tell people, yo, it is what it is. Like, stay put. We need to fight America. And the people are going to be like, sir, yes, sir, type shit. Because that's what it is in China, bro. They're communist country. If you don't know what that means, they don't get a choice. They don't get to vote and be like, yo, we're not fucking with the tariffs anymore.
Do they not? Oh, yeah. But we don't really get to vote.
Yeah, well, every 4 years. It's not super often, but... Or 2 years,
Does China not have
technically.
elections at all?
If they do, it's the biggest bullshit of all time, bro. I don't think they do, actually. I don't think they do. Because Xi Jinping's name is in the Chinese constitution. They, like, wrote that he's the leader, and he's going to be the leader until he dies. It's kind of wild, bro.
That's great. Oh, God. Trump's going to do some shit like that.
Oh, God.
Amendment Trump president forever.
That would be the craziest thing that ever happened, and I don't really think it's going to happen.
Dude, I think he could whip Republicans into doing it.
Please, no.
There'd
He can
probably
whip them into
there'd
doing
probably
anything.
be a fucking Democrat that would do it.
He could whip them into doing fucking anything.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's scary, bro.
Yeah, no, that's a good idea, Drew.
Yeah, we need a slogan.
What's
for
the
Nikki.
slogan?
Looking out for a Jew. That's what it is.
The Prima season forever.
The Prima season forever.
The Prima season forever. That's the mayor slogan.
The Prima season Hollywood.
Get the branding. I'll wire you the money. Send me the logo, and we're good to go.
We're getting them on the Breakfast Club.
Dude, I'll run this year. Like, I don't give a fuck.
Dude, run for Debbie Wasserman Salt's seat.
I don't even think I'm in that district anymore.
You don't have to be.
Oh, you don't?
I don't think you have to be.
Okay, say less. I'll pull up.
They're a little looser with that shit.
Debbie Wasserman.
We're coming for you. I would love to just
Worst Jew in South Florida, Debbie Wasserman. She's the worst one. Get rid of that bitch.
Dude, get her out of here. All right, yo, we're clipping that. Dude, how fun would it be? Just run a whole campaign where we just go, Debbie sucks shit, dude. Just a shirt that says, like,
she fucked over Bernie.
just a
and
shirt
I'm
that
gonna
says
get revenge.
how much APAC pays her. That's it. That's all the shirt says.
That's a
That's
good
where
idea.
your money's going, bitch.
I'm fucking with that. Then we got so the trade board's pretty much back on.
It was never off. It was just like,
never.
it was more like he got a gun, shot himself in the foot, and now China's like, we're gonna let you bleed for a bit. Honestly,
As sad as it is, this shit's here to stay, and I think that's what people are slowly accepting.
but some people aren't.
Could there be a deal made? It could happen. I don't think it's gonna happen in the next couple of weeks though. And so we're gonna see some empty shelves. We're gonna see some prices going up. And
That's scary, actually.
Trump's
Fuck, man.
message is stay tough.
I'm a little scared.
Stay tough.
Stay tough. And actually, everything's gonna be great.
Yeah.
That's what you don't know.
You know what? You know what they say in economics? They say, well, in the long run, we'll be okay, but in the long run, everyone's dead.
Yeah.
In the long run, we are all dead.
We are fucking.
So who cares about the long? The short term is pretty important.
Short term matters, bro.
Yeah.
And we're gonna be fucked. And we're gonna be fucked long. Like it's all. It's not. There's no chess moves being made. It's just like
This guy doesn't know what a photoshopped hand looks like, and people think that he has some master trade policy with China that's going to revolutionize the world and change the way that America trades since the last 150 fucking years.
I bet if we met him, we could convince him we're from the future, and we're like, you have to do this or everything is fucked, and then he does it.
No, because
I
he's
think we
from
could
the
do it.
future.
Yeah, he's
And
Biff.
he knows everything.
He's Biff. You seen Back to the Future Part 2?
Yes.
Biff literally
the bully
becomes
guy? I
he
forgot about that.
Literally becomes Trump. Like if you watch that movie again.
Wait, I never made that.
If you watch that
connection.
movie again, he literally becomes
Is
Trump.
that the guy that steals the almanac?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Like,
I never thought about that, but it's so
bizarre.
true.
He literally is the guy. We have President Biff right now. We're fucked, man. Dude. But the thing is
I believe in
JD
American institutions. I believe we'll be okay in the long term.
I'm losing hope by the minute. But JD scares me too, so it's like, what the fuck do I even hope for here?
JD is worse because he's not retarded.
Yeah.
That's the thing. People,
but maybe Trump's gonna do the most retarded thing, and it's gonna be like, shit.
third term
We
would be
don't
nuts.
know.
I just pray there's no third term. It can't happen. Realistically, I don't think it's possible.
Dude. Countries. This happens to countries. This is what happens to countries, bro.
They just get taken over.
They get taken over
by a dictator.
This is what happens.
We've been here 250 years. I don't think we're gonna let.
We're
this guy
baby. We're baby.
We're not really a
Compared
baby.
to other
People like to
countries?
say that, but we're not really
Compared
a
to other
baby.
countries, bro.
Like China, right? People like to say, "Oh, China's thousands of years old." Yeah, but the government in China's only been around like 100 years.
Dude, but
The PRC, the People's Republic of China.
But that's not what we're talking about, bro.
Like China America as a country has been around forever. It's just we're natives.
How long has modern China been around? Over 110 years.
So way less than us.
Less than us, but they still had the wisdom of the older China, bro. We don't got nothing. Like we're raw.
They had an ancient China. There's no ancient America other than the natives.
Yeah,
that is
and
true.
We fucking slaughtered them.
We killed them all. Why did we just sing that? I'm sorry. If you're a Native American
sad.
watching this, we're
so
sorry,
sad.
bro.
It's so tragic that I could only sing it.
Bro, you want to know a dark fact that I learned? So, I might have told you this already. The shit with Oklahoma. So, basically, Oklahoma was doing this thing back in the old day where it was like the natives were all being sent to Oklahoma. And then they changed their mind and they were like, all right, never mind. We're going to let anyone claim land in Oklahoma. And they basically set a date and they were like, this is the day, and after that, it's first come, first serve. You can take whatever land you want, blah, blah. Okay? A bunch of fucking people went in, like, days early before the period started, and they just took land and claimed it off rip, right? Those people were called Sooners.
Yeah.
They basically cheated.
Right.
And now that's the mascot for the University of Oklahoma.
The Sooners?
The Oklahoma Sooners. That's their mascot.
Yo.
The Oklahoma Sooners.
Problematic.
We cheated.
Oh my god.
Those people literally fucking cheated,
We
bro.
gotta cancel them. We're gonna clip this and we're gonna make them change it. We're gonna cause a ripple
That's the
effect.
thing is nobody knows about it. No, because they just hear Sooners and they're like, "Oh, that's a cute name."
Yeah, it just
but they
sounds
don't
like
think
fun.
like, "Oh, it's actually about ethnic cleansing." Oh,
It's claiming land. Dude, can you imagine like the days of like, take some land here, everywhere.
first come, first serve,
we're
bro.
giving land out.
Manifest the destiny.
Now it's like, bro, I drove by the Fort Lauderdale beach.
Yeah.
They were building like an apartment complex, and it said 1 to 3 bedrooms, starting at like 1.2 million.
Jesus Christ, dude.
What in the fuck, bro?
Dude, the prices are out of control.
These
bro.
gotta just be collecting dust.
That's one take I have that a lot of people disagree with. If you're a boomer and you bought property for like $20,000, you should be forced to move if it goes up to like $5 million. Like, people are like, oh, the Homestead Act. Oh, we shouldn't raise property prices. You shouldn't be priced out of your house. Bullshit, bro. If your home went up to fucking $5 million, you should have to pay the property tax just like anyone else would. And if you can't afford it, you should be forced to sell your house and move. What do you think about that? Let's say you're some boomer. You bought a house on the coast in the 80s for like 10 grand. And now it's up to $3 million. Should you be forced to move?
I think you'll hate this.
You don't think you should be forced to? I know you don't.
I don't even like housing as like a commodity. I don't even enjoy just that alone bothers me, bro. Just get a house and live in it. Make it your own.
You're gonna bring out dark Nikki D, bro. You're gonna bring out dark Nikki D, bro.
Bruh.
Why are you gay?
Housing. It sucks that it has to be a commodity, but it does kind of have to be, because otherwise,
we'd have to change a lot of shit.
How are we gonna exist in society?
What do you mean?
If we made it too cheap, then there just wouldn't be enough of it.
Dude, everybody can just have a house.
All right, we don't even need to get into this. We don't even need to get into this. But
just have a house, man.
If you're a boomer, your shit went up by $5 million, you should be forced to move. You shouldn't be given an exemption, and no, you don't price them out. Fuck that. Price them out of the fucking house. Make them sell that shit and buy a cheaper house.
But who are they even gonna sell it to for $5 million?
Anybody? Anybody with $5 million.
There's about 8 people in this country can afford that house right now. All right.
In South Florida?
And 2 of them are selling,
South Florida has all 8 of them.
And
okay?
2 of them are selling their homes.
No, but
it's crazy.
Homestead Act, I hate that shit, bro. Just price people out. Fuck it. Just price them out.
Is our houses just gonna infinitely go up in value?
Yeah.
Like, it's gonna be like.
Correct.
But that's gonna end up with.
They'll go down once in a while, but
that's gonna end up with like nobody being able to afford a house. That's where
we're at. Yeah.
That's where that road goes down. So that's why I'm like, it can't be commoditized.
But if they're not commodities, there's trust
I know
me,
it's
bro,
like
there's
it's
no
like,
better solution.
It's
bro.
the number one like wealth creator for broke people, whatever. But
in China, they got fucking ghost cities.
I don't know
what's going on with that.
I don't know what that's about.
It's like they literally just have cities that nobody lives in, but they're super developed.
See, we don't have that. We could use an extra city or two.
They literally did it because there wasn't enough real estate in China to meet like investor demands.
What the fuck?
Like foreign people want to buy Chinese real estate.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And it's like there wasn't enough, so they just built new cities.
China owns a decent chunk of our shit, no?
Oh, they do.
Yeah,
absolutely.
A good chunk of our land.
It goes both ways, bro. And that's why this tariff shit is so dumb. Like, the interlinking of the global economy has benefited us so fucking much. Think about the cheap shit we have. This fucking iPhone, bro. You realize that the richest motherfucker in the world 20 years ago didn't have this? Didn't have anything even close to this. And now we do. And now we're living sick lives, and it's only because of free trade. It's only because we've had capitalism in the whole world, and we've been able to specialize.
That
like
was regulated.
China specializes in... Nico touched me.
Oh, I know this kid.
Bruh. You got allegations.
That's crazy. That's crazy to put that in chat, bro.
Is that Michael Phelps' brother?
Yeah.
Bruh.
He actually can't swim.
Damn.
That's crazy.
But get better soon, bro.
Nico economy. Yes, sir.
Nico's a communist. He just won't admit it.
No, I'm not a communist. There's just a few things that can't have profit incentives. It just fucks up too much shit.
He doesn't fuck with shareholder value.
I don't I fucking
I
shareholder
stand
value.
up. I'll stand up for the shareholder value, bro.
means nothing to me, bro.
We need shareholder value is love.
I
Shareholder
got your
value is life.
Shareholder value, bro.
Man, fuck you, right.
Fuck that shit, dude.
Shareholders are the goats.
No. Are you being ironic or are you being dead ass?
I'm like 50-50,
Oh my God.
like 50-50. Like I do believe that like capitalism is a good system of wealth distribution and has produced the most successful countries in the history of civilization.
I think
that's not really a debate, actually. That's just a fact.
Yeah, but it's not gonna be that for long, bro.
China's gonna change the game, huh?
China is gonna change.
This is the thing: is China's the best one, and it's because they're part capitalist.
Yeah,
that's why China's the most successful communist country.
Their systems aren't like fucked. You know what I'm saying? They're not as fucked as us.
No.
They get treated better. Their schools better. Their schools are better.
They can't talk about certain shit, bro. They don't have.
We
freedom
can't
of
talk about
speech.
certain shit, bro.
What can we not talk about?
You can get arrested at a fucking Palestinian protest now, bro. We have turned the corner, bro.
Oh God, you're right.
We're in that land now, bro.
I hate that you're right about that.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
I hate that you're right. We don't have freedom of speech.
We don't. We do not, bro.
It's all Israel's fault.
Watch what you say, dog.
They're literally Hitler.
This is
except worse.
Us doing this live stream is dangerous, bro.
No, it's not.
We can get. Imagine there's like a red dot.
Don't let this guy act like we're brave, bro. We're just fucking around.
We're putting our lives on the line.
We're just bullshitting out here.
I'm fucking Tom Cruise in Mission Impossible right now.
No, but the freedom of speech shit, it is dangerous. But I mean, we still have some of the best freedom of speech in the world. Like,
yeah, but
the Palestinian shit, it is fucked up.
We are declining.
Of course,
we're not on the way up anymore.
No,
we were doing this. This is America, right? It's like a roller coaster, and we were born right at this point.
Donald Trump economic
right
roller coaster.
Of going over the thing, and we're going down now. And we got fucked, Nikki.
I think we probably, honestly, pretty much on the dot. Like,
we're born during the downturn, bro.
China's taking shit over,
this
bro.
Is fucked up.
By the time we're like 60, China's gonna be way better.
Oh God, I'm retiring to China, dude.
No, that's not happening.
I'm moving.
You learning Mandarin?
I figure out
that shit's hard.
I bet they'll have retirement homes fully in English.
You think they'll have like AI chat conversion real time? Speed is that real? That iShowSpeed has glasses that translate for him any language.
I saw him.
Is that real?
Try some out on stream.
That shit looked sick.
They have, dude. They have those. You can like live translate now. It's impressive.
Dude, AI is so ridiculous.
Dude, imagine like every translator lost their job over like a week.
That must suck.
Like you're like, I actually don't need you at all, because like Google Translate sucks, but these new ones, they don't suck.
Oh, they're really good.
They're very good.
You asked ChatGPT to translate that shit?
It's way better than Google.
Yeah. Dude, Andrew Yang was low-key right about everything.
Bro, dude.
He would have been so good, bro.
I really do miss him sometimes. That was the good timeline in my head.
But speaking of capitalism, did you hear about this new act that they're passing banning the Congress ban from trading stocks?
No, I didn't hear about that, but that's never happening.
No, I think it is. It low key might be happening.
It's not passing, bro.
Because this is so funny, and once I tell you,
it won't pass the Senate.
Once I tell you, you're gonna be like, "Oh yeah, Trump is gonna make sure that passes."
Let me hear it.
Okay, guess what they named the act?
What?
They named it "Preventing Elected Leaders from Owning Securities and Investments."
Pelosi.
The Pelosi Act. It's the fucking Pelosi Act.
That is funny.
And that is funny enough that Trump will force it through. I think so. Dude, imagine how often he would mention that they made an act specifically to prevent Pelosi from doing that shit.
But the thing is he doesn't need to pass it. He can just mention that.
That's true too.
Just mention.
That is true too.
Like it doesn't. He won't.
It seems like it has bipartisan support though. I mean, I think it's gonna pass.
The Democrats and Republicans are gonna team up to make sure it doesn't pass, bro. I go fuck that.
AOC will get it done, bro. She'll get it
AOC
done.
can't get it done, man.
She'll make
That's the
fucking
one you
sure
might be right about this whole time.
Which one?
AOC
AOC being
2028,
president? I'm
yeah.
telling you, bro.
That's the one you might have ended up.
Her or Big Gretch?
prophesizing. Gretch don't got it.
Big
bro.
Gretch got it.
Gretch don't got it. What's the best thing she's done in Wisconsin?
She fixed the roads. Potholes.
That's not nothing.
That's a good thing.
That's not nothing.
She's just on the right side of every issue. She's a lib like me. Because she's a queen. Lib queen.
Dude, libs
are the best.
The only people that run against Trump, and it's a close fucking race.
That's not true, bro. Kamala was a progressive.
She's libbed.
I don't care what you say. Kamala was a progressive.
She was going to run Joe Biden style. Is Joe Biden a progressive?
Actually, the only one
Is
that
Joe Biden a
beat Trump
progressive?
is a liberal. Biden is a liberal.
I think they're the same. I don't
No
think
way, bro.
Dude, she would not have run that different. She would not have governed that differently from Joe Biden.
Well, it's also like Kamala before running for president was way different than Kamala when she was running for president.
Well, yeah, she was saying whatever, but I think ultimately she just would have done whatever Joe Biden was doing, man.
If
anything, she would have gone slightly more to the right.
No way, bro. No way.
The Lena Khan, I think she would have fired Lena Khan.
Okay, what about Palestine? Right or left of Biden?
I think she would have done exactly what Biden did.
You're tripping. You're tripping, bro.
Why?
She was definitely more on Palestine's side. She favored
Barely,
pressure.
bro. Barely.
Barely?
She mentioned them once in a while, but like...
She snubbed Netanyahu at a meeting.
That was nothing. That's crumbs, dude. That's bullshit.
I don't know, bro. She would at least meet with the Palestine people.
Barely.
Several times. She met with like leaders of protests and shit like that.
Barely, bro. If she would have been more staunch, like against sending money to Israel, I think it would have done her some good.
Kamala was not a lib, bro. She was not a lib, and I will never let you say that. Let's just Google it. Let's just Google it. Let's see what GPT says. Let's see it. Was Kamala
go to
a liberal or progressive? Certainly one of the most liberal. But okay. Let's check this shit out.
Like, ask GPT.
We do have to ask GPT because Google doesn't know what I mean.
Yeah. Liberal Democrat.
Though she has also embraced. Okay, so mixed.
The thing is when it comes to what she says, she just says whatever she thinks is.
This is exactly what it is. As vice president during her campaign, she adopted more centrist liberal policies.
That's
early in her Senate career, though, she co-sponsored Medicare for All. She wrote the Green New Deal. She aligned with progressives like Bernie and Elizabeth Warren. Like, this is I pretty much agree with. Like, she could be labeled both, but she definitely started as a progressive.
No.
And that thing that CNN was saying was like she was rated the most liberal senator, which when we talk about
what
that,
the fuck does that mean?
That means she was the furthest left.
Who voted for that? No, I don't. But like, how did they come to figure out she's the most liberal? Click on the article. Go back and click on the first article, bro.
My fault. This one?
Yeah.
Okay. Based on her roll call voting record, Harris is the second most liberal Democratic senator to serve in the Senate in 21st century. I'm assuming Bernie was number one. I'm assuming Bernie was number one.
If she would have kept that energy, I think it would have gone better for her, bro.
Potentially. You could argue that.
She would have definitely.
But, dude, bro, it's not true, bro. I'm not going to let you do this, bro. Liberals have the best chance to win. Think about the recent Democrat presidents. Bill Clinton, liberal. Obama, liberal. Biden, liberal. A progressive has never won, bro.
I know.
It's the fact.
But I think
they underperform in races.
But the liberals have led us down this road, bro. And I don't think it's entirely. I think the media tips the scales hardcore, bro.
This is what we were looking at, Ryan.
The
Just so you know.
media hardcore tips the scales, bro.
Exactly, and the media
And they love
is
the
never
libs.
gonna support the progressives. Bro.
Yeah, but that's not the progressives losing because nobody.
There's certain ones that are like adjacent to both. Like Kamala was kind of one of those. Like she could be considered both on which day, on which issue, blah blah.
She was just wishy.
Those type of people can win. Exactly.
Just wishy washy.
Remember when fucking
I think people
being
who
a
have
flip flopper made you couldn't be president?
Yeah, it doesn't matter anymore.
It doesn't matter
away,
at
flop
all
away.
anymore. I love
Unless
Pete
you
Buttigieg, bruh.
Buttigieg.
I love that guy.
I like him debating. I enjoy it.
On the Schultz podcast, bro.
He did okay.
He knocked it out of the fucking park. He didn't do okay.
He did okay.
He killed it, bro.
He did okay.
He lived them out.
I wish he would have lived them out. That'd be a step up.
The only
That'd be
thing
a
is,
step up.
at the end of the day, he is gay, and that's gonna hurt him.
Yes, dude.
It's
that's
the
gonna
fact.
be a huge problem, bro. But maybe that's the type of lib shit that's gonna be popular in
I
2028.
don't know, bro.
We gotta do it. At least he's
Throw him on the VP and call it a
white
day.
man.
Throw him at VP, call it a day. What's up, Francisco? Good to see you, bro.
Frenny.
But no, throw him at VP, call it a day. I'd say. Like,
VP to who?
I don't know, bro. We'll figure that out later. We don't need to think about that right now.
AOC. That'd be too much.
Yeah, that'd be doing too
That'd
much.
be too much, dude.
We got tech earnings this week, bro.
Tech earnings.
Amazon, Microsoft, Apple, all these fucking companies report earnings the same week. Why did they do that? Like,
because they got money to. Are they doing bad?
you would think they want to spread it out. Actually, so far it's been pretty good.
They're still selling. I went to the mall today, the Apple store. Did not look that busy, bro.
Well, they're gonna get fucked the hardest from the tariffs because those iPhones, that shit's going up. Like Meta. Meta's not really like. How's Meta fucked?
How's
They're
Meta
kind of
fucked?
chilling, right? Like,
I guess they are because like it's. I feel
it's
like,
just software.
And they don't. Do people use Facebook in China?
I don't
They
know.
probably have like a rip-off
WeChat.
Chinese Facebook.
Everyone
Yeah.
just uses WeChat for
Yeah,
everything.
that's
No
what I'm
WhatsApp. There's no WhatsApp.
Yeah, so they're kind of okay.
Yeah, but Meta had earnings today. They went way up. Microsoft had earnings today. They went way up. We got Amazon tomorrow. It's a busy fucking week for stocks right now. But so far,
crazy.
everything's been looking good.
What should I sell this week?
What should you sell?
What do I get rid of? Tesla again?
I'd say it's just a time to go risk off. Like just
Risk
anything
off.
that's super risky, I would say maybe scale down on it. Like maybe chill out a little bit. Because at the end of the day, we're going into a recession, and the things that are gonna hold up the best is shit
Gold.
like gold. Exactly. This safe haven
We gotta
plays.
buy gold.
And believe it or not, Bitcoin is kind of being treated as a safe haven right now. Like money is being put into Bitcoin
Over the dollar? That's
over the fucking dollar, bro.
That's crazy.
It's actually preposterous.
That's fucking nuts. What are people? People are so desperate, bro. We don't know what the fuck's going on.
We got no
Throw
idea.
my money into crypto, putting it in gold. I'm moving to Argentina.
Okay. Little Buenos Aires action.
Buenos Aires.
Pull up, bruh.
I could never. I could never. Holy shit! Wait, so fucking sell all the risky
Sell the
shit?
risky shit.
Is there anything worth buying? Any
Yes.
stock?
Yes.
What do I buy right now?
The metals company.
The metals company.
I've been banging the fucking drum for this company for a little bit. So basically, what they do is they're an underwater mining company, right? Oh, it's on the wrong tab. Yeah. They're an underwater mining company, and so it's like there's they got these things. They're called polymetallic modules.
I know about polymetallic modules.
Yeah, everyone does. It's common knowledge.
My uncle got me one when I was 11.
Matter of fact, but basically, there's like these reserves of minerals underground that they are mapping out and they're mining, and it's like it's at the bottom of the ocean. And a lot of people like to shit on them. Like John Oliver actually shitted on them.
On this company?
On this company, and he's like, basically said it's so bad for the environment. But it's actually not really that bad. Like, when you compare it to, like, nickel mines in Africa and cobalt mines in Africa, like, those are really bad for the environment.
But if you compare it just on its own...
It's
Not-
a net
not
negative.
relative.
It is a net negative, yeah, for the environment. But so is like everything, bro. This fucking stream is a net negative to the environment.
Yo, chill. We got Ez in the other room on a bicycle powering this whole goddamn thing, dude.
Oh, you're right, my fault. But
green energy.
did you see that ChatGPT, the CEO, came out and he was like, people saying please and thank you is burning tens of millions of dollars of electricity.
That's crazy.
It's so
Our
funny to think
manners are
about.
fucking us, dude. I try to stop now.
It's money well spent, though, he said. And I agree.
He said that?
He said it's money well spent.
He says we should be saying please and thank you.
He had no problem with it. He's like, keep doing it.
Dang. I thought he was like, fuck this. Stop doing it.
Maybe he is a good guy.
Maybe he's scared of the AI.
That's the thing, bro.
Maybe he's fucking
They'll remember who said that shit.
Yeah.
They don't forget.
I wonder if, like, if you're inconsistent, are they going to fuck with you or not? Like, if you sometimes do it, but not always.
What if you just tell GPT to go fuck themselves?
Exactly. That's scary, dude. It could fuck you up, man.
You don't know what's going to happen.
You saw there was one. There was like an AI that like they programmed to like. I don't know what they programmed it to do, but at some point, it had to like pass like a captcha, like I'm not a robot thing, and it went on TaskRabbit and paid someone to do it for them.
No, it didn't,
I
bro.
Swear to God.
No, it fucking didn't.
I swear to God. I swear to God.
These machines are too smart.
Scary, bro. Old people getting scammed with just fucking deep fake FaceTimes, bro.
I have seen that.
I'm about to start scamming old people, honestly. We should do that as a prank show. You just take old people's money with
The real
fakes.
play is the deep fake OnlyFans. You go big time with that.
Go big time.
Big
bro.
time.
Holy shit. And it's like, it's not even a real person.
Yeah, it's not even like you're fucking someone
Yeah,
over, like stealing their
nothing.
shit. It's like just
Nothing.
AI. I guess you're fucking
You're
over the
fucking-
people paying.
Yeah.
But are you really?
But maybe some of them are even more into it. When they're like, it's actually a guy pretending to be a girl online. Like
That's all of it anyways.
So hot.
That's all of it anyways,
That is
bro.
what it is.
Even Andrew Tate was sitting there.
He was
Whenever I think about that, bro, it's so funny that this guy's famous. Like, he was sitting there behind a keyboard
Chatting
typing to
with
these
dudes.
guys with their dicks out. And
Oh my
he's
God,
like,
you're so
keep
right.
going. Like, what the
He's so
fuck?
gay.
How did we make this guy famous for being masculine?
He did a crazy play though, cause he like basically got a bunch of people to like make a bunch of accounts and post Andrew Tate shit.
Is that what he did?
Yeah.
And it wasn't bots? It was like real
I
people?
think it was real people.
He basically had an army.
Yeah.
Nah, but
That's what we need to do.
that guy's
We need to make like 50 accounts and post our content on them.
that guy's climb to fame is one of the fucking weirdest, bro. Like, okay, he was a kickboxer, but he made no money, but he was a world champion.
And he was on a reality show, Big Brother.
Oh, was he? I didn't even know that.
British Big Brother. But he got like kicked out
Mm.
early.
They weren't fucking with him.
Yeah, he did something.
But no, buy the metals company though.
Buy medals.
We fuck with mining. It's not bad for the environment, even though people
Drill,
will say
baby,
it is.
drill.
Drill, baby, drill.
Right?
Type shit.
Yeah, you think... What else do we have to do?
We got pop cultures coming up.
Oh, shit.
Oh my god, this
Did you
100
see-
men versus the gorilla, bruh.
Yeah.
This is the most exciting. I've been waiting all week for this shit, dude. So, first of all, who do you think's gonna win?
I really, truly, I want to believe
The 100 men.
that if we were all coordinated and focused, we could somehow take down a gorilla.
Okay.
100 of us, bro. 25. I said 25 per arm and leg, right? So 25 people all focus on the right arm, 25 on the left arm.
There's not enough shit to grab.
Dude, that's why. But that's why I think like it'd be easy. Like 25 people can beat one gorilla leg.
All right. Let me ask you a question, though.
Yeah.
A philosophical question.
Let's see.
Would your answer change if instead of 100 people versus one gorilla, it was 10,000 gorillas against 1 million people? Would your opinion change at all?
Honestly, I'd have to like have a better grasp on how many like I like to really
Dude, because 10,000
picture-
gorillas just aren't fucking losing.
against
There's no way.
against a million of us.
I don't think so.
It's a million.
It's a million.
How many of us per gorilla is that?
100. It's the
100?
same ratio. Yeah, it's the same ratio.
Oh, dude.
Now we're turning the fucking
I don't know, man.
turning the thinking cap
If
on.
we could really strategize, we could really strategize that shit.
Dude,
Probably not.
I don't think so, bro. Because, dude,
Yeah, no.
the gorilla grabs one person, uses him as a weapon, swings it at the motherfucker. Dude, they're not doing shit.
Yeah, they'll beat us.
It'd be like on the 70th
They
guy,
would beat
and
us,
he's beating his
obviously.
chest still.
But
Like,
it's just nice to believe. I feel like at some point a group of humans.
honestly, hate
defeated
these
a
arguments
gorilla.
because I think people like
You don't think at some point?
like there is power in numbers,
Yeah.
but only to a certain extent. Like some
How many
obstacles
people
are
do you think-
overcomable.
How many people do you think could beat one gorilla? How many people?
Well, it obviously depends on the type of people, right?
Just
If we're
average-
talking like NFL players and they're coordinated and shit, I think like maybe 30 could get it done.
30 NFL players could beat a gorilla.
Yeah, I think it's possible.
What?
I think it's possible. But 100 average men that are uncoordinated, I don't think they have a chance.
That's insane.
Is that really crazy?
Yeah, that's
you have
crazy.
you have 100 average dudes
Dude.
versus 30 NFL players. Who's winning?
100 average Jews versus 30 NFL players.
I think the NFL players
don't
are
know,
winning.
man. That's like-
am I I might be on fucking crack right now.
I don't know.
I don't
man.
know.
I don't know about
They
that
might need to take
one.
the mic away from me.
But
Dude, those guys
30
are
NFL players dude, the gorillas are gonna fucking destroy.
Dude, those guys are 300 pounds,
They're
man.
strong, but fucking they're not gorilla strong, bro. That's not those people. Even the strongest among
So how many
us-
you think it would take? How many you think?
Oh fuck.
Oh, the camera's dead.
Camera died.
Give us one moment. We'll be right back. But no, the point I'm trying to say is it's like there's power in numbers, but it's like you take 1 trillion lions, right? 1 trillion fucking adult lions versus the sun. It's like it doesn't fucking matter. Like they can't. What are they gonna do to the sun? What are they gonna do? They're gonna do nothing to the fuck because it's the fucking sun.
But that's not like proportional to gorillas.
I think it is proportional, bro. Because it's not. But give us one moment.
I'm back.
We back. But no,
Well,
like
sir.
this strength in numbers shit is
If
cute.
you're on TikTok, you can't see the chat. You got a chat on YouTube. Fool say.
Like who's just like a big ass like strong man? Just give me a name. Give me a name.
Huge strong man.
Anybody.
Mike
Tyson.
Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson, okay? How many 4-pound puppies does it take to take out Mike Tyson? I don't think that there's a number. I don't think there's a fucking number, bro. Mike Tyson in his prime, there's no number.
You don't think he could be overwhelmed with puppies?
The only way is if it's like he literally runs out of energy and like just can't like
Like imagine Mike Tyson in this room.
yeah.
And we fill the room with puppies.
Okay.
He's done.
I don't think he's done, bro.
But like I'm talking about fill the room. Puppies are like on top
to
of
his-
each
up to his
other,
neck type
over
shit?
over his head.
Oh, over his head. Okay.
He's completely underneath a pile of dogs.
Yeah.
Of puppies. He's done.
I don't know that he's done, bro.
If the pile is big enough, he can't get
If he
out.
can't breathe, then sure, he's done. But if he can breathe, every punch is going to kill a puppy. Every single punch.
Yeah, but
there won't be one punch
10K
that doesn't kill a puppy.
10K puppies.
I mean, then the question is just, can Mike Tyson throw 10,000 punches before he collapses of
Yeah.
being tired?
And I would bet no.
It's close.
10,000 punches in one sitting.
I don't know that there's a
And
number that
and
could
these
stop
puppies
him.
have to at least be like trying to like nibble at him or something, bro. You know what I'm saying? If they're just being cute little puppies, then yeah, fuck it. He can just.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
But if the puppies
like,
are a little bit, it's like a pit bull puppy.
like
little
how many
Agro
ants
puppy.
would it take to kill you?
How many ants?
Yeah, how many ants?
I don't know, like 15. 15 ants. I don't. You know what?
Like 1,000 probably.
I think 1,000.
Probably 1,000.
You think 1,000 could kill me?
I think 200 ants. I'm stomping on them all day, and that's
Yeah,
the end of the story.
That's
1,000 maybe.
Yeah, there's so many ants.
They're strong motherfuckers.
They are strong.
They're strong.
They can lift like 10x their weight or whatever.
But they're also fucking ants, and they're puny.
30 lions versus 10 gorillas. I'm saying. Maybe the lions.
The lions all day. I
Those
think
teeth ain't nothing to fuck with, bro.
I mean, break it down. Simplify. 3 lions, 1 gorilla. I'm taking the lions.
Bro, I'm trying to make a movie, Lion v Gorilla. Just 2 CGI.
Dude, I think
animals.
there's a game that you can already simulate all this shit on Steam.
Let's go.
We need to play that on stream next week.
Yes, we do. Holy
but
shit.
no, I mean, it depends on the men. It depends on the strategy.
There's a lot of variables.
A ton of
A
variables.
lot of things would have to line up for 100 men to beat a gorilla.
If they're
a lot of things have to line the fuck up.
If people get scared, like if it's in the middle of a forest and you
Yeah.
could run away, they're just running away, bro. After the first guy dies, they're running away.
Yeah, a lot of things have to be. I'm telling you, a lot of things have to be like set up for us to win.
Correct.
But I have to believe, at some point in the history of humanity, we fucking overcame.
A gorilla with our bare hands.
Yeah.
I don't know, bro.
Point.
It'd
Yeah,
be close.
I think
I
we
would
could.
pay to see it. I'll say
Oh,
that much.
Dude, I think I said that before. How long till we're back in Coliseum shit of like literally a guy's like, I'll get in a cage with a gorilla.
That would be fucking sick.
Dude. We might be the first ones in the cage with a gorilla or a
right.
lion.
Bill
Alright.
motherfucking Belichick.
Yeah. Did you see the clip?
Yes,
He's on
bro.
His girlfriend's like, we're not talking about that.
It's so good.
How'd you guys meet? We're not talking
You
about
think
that.
she was an escort? I think she was probably like doing homework
Probably
or something. I bet it was something like that. Like,
how would they have met otherwise, bro?
if they weren't, well, they claim to have met on a plane.
On a
That's the
plane?
chick story.
On a plane?
That they were on a plane and they sat next to each other and he signed her book or something.
No, I don't buy that for a second. Let's quiz her on football. That's crazy. I don't believe that.
Dude, she's like wearing pants in the family, bro. She's like his manager now. She's running shit.
Oh my god, what a strange.
She's on the field at the practices.
What a strange fucking dynamic.
It's so weird, bro.
It's-
You would think that if you're like the one that's like the 9-time Super Bowl champion and like all that shit and you have millions of dollars, you would be the one running shit. And turns out, nah.
Well, that's not surprising, but bro, marry a 40-year-old. Marry a hot 40-year-old.
That's
bro.
what I'm saying,
Like,
bro.
What are you doing? There's no way they can have an enjoyable conversation about fucking anything.
There's no way.
If it's not work related, there's no way. They can't watch a movie together.
No.
They won't get through a movie.
And it's the same shit with Shannon Sharp, bro. Like,
oh yeah.
dude, just fuck with someone your own age, man. What do you got to be with the 20-year-old for?
That's crazy. 56, bro. Right? He's 56?
Yeah, he was 56, and that girl was 20 on the dot. He was waiting no time.
You can't even legally drink with that girl. Like, what the fuck are you? What is the point? What?
He gave her parental consent.
Shots, man. You can't even have a shot.
No,
Parental consent.
that's a wild
It's
situation.
crazy. It's crazy.
I feel bad for Patriots fans because it's like
They don't give a fuck about Belichick.
you might be surprised, bro.
Not
Dave
anymore.
Portnoy, he's been lighting Twitter up about this shit.
What? Well, Dave Portnoy is extra, bro.
He is.
That guy's just a weirdo.
Dude, he kind of called out Trump today.
Yeah, because he's finally losing enough
He's
money.
like, don't piss on my leg and tell me it's raining with the stock market shit.
Yep. At least he responds to his wallet.
How did we didn't even talk about that. He literally said it's Biden's stock market.
Trump said that?
Trump said that today. He said it's Biden's stock market.
Hell yes.
That is just straight comedy.
Dude, it is Biden's stock market, bro. He's terrible.
And a year ago, he said it was Trump's stock market because he was like, oh, everyone.
It's
The
so
only
good.
reason the market's up is people are pricing in that I'm going to win.
Yeah.
It's like,
Jesus Christ.
now that he wins, he's like, no, it's Biden, actually.
Yeah, I didn't have nothing to do
It's
with
actually
it.
Biden.
Fuck you, bro.
I
What a
honestly,
week.
that worries me because I feel like when he starts blaming Biden, that means shit's about to go really bad.
Shit. Yeah.
Am I crazy for that?
If he's not trying to take credit, it's bad.
Dude, I
bad.
forgot Francisco went to UNC. Yeah. Bill Belichick is his coach.
Oh,
his
shit.
School, his
Oh, yeah,
school's
yeah.
coach. Y'all down. Well, he's going to be good as a coach. Let's be realistic.
He'll be
Like,
all right.
the guy's won how many fucking Super Bowls?
If he has the college equivalent of Tom Brady.
That's the one thing you don't have to worry about with him. He will be a good coach, but he just might fuck a couple 20-year-olds while he's doing it, you know?
What can you do?
You take the good with the bad.
What can you do?
You take the good with the bad, you know? It is what it is.
It is what it is.
No,
But-
he'll be good this year. Y'all got a good one.
There you go. Been a crazy week.
A lot of shit.
A lot of shit.
NBA playoffs.
Is that starting next week?
It already started.
It's already started?
It already fucking
yeah,
started.
yeah. What am I talking about? The Heat blew it. The Lakers are about to blow it.
Lakers are blowing it tonight, actually.
That's my dream final.
That game might be starting like
Heat
now.
Lakers is my dream final. And the
That would be
Heat win.
that actually happened in 2020.
In 2020?
In 2020, that happened.
It was Lakers Heat?
The bubble year. Yep. It was Lakers Heat.
Oh, shit.
Lakers won. But I just hope that tonight's not LeBron's last game, bro. It can't be.
I don't know. What? You think he's not going to come back next season?
It can't be.
There's no way, bro.
He's too much of an attention whore. He's going to do
He's
it.
still good.
He is still really good.
He's still good.
But he's also 40.
If you're good, you're good.
He's going to do a whole retirement tour, I would guess. Like, there's no way LeBron doesn't do a retirement tour, right?
Yeah, probably.
He has to.
Dude, he's chilling.
Even though it's kind of a boss move not to do it and
He's
just
gonna
be
do
like, oh, I'm done.
He's doing Space Jam 3. He's doing another Space Jam.
Jesus.
Motherfucker.
No,
All
but I still got the Thunder. They're winning the chip. We're still going Thunder over Cavs. I don't believe in the Celtics, bruh. They're not good enough. They have the depth, but that's all they have.
Fuck Boston.
Fuck Boston, bro.
I don't give a fuck about Boston, bro.
Have you ever seen LeBron talking about Boston and he's like, they're just racist. They're just racist,
I
man.
have not seen that.
It's so good, bro.
Dude, LeBron.
He's like, that's the only place in the NBA that they'll just straight up be wearing fuck LeBron shirts.
Boston.
And honestly, I respect that.
Dude, you got, I mean, you know what I love?
What?
Is how quickly Cleveland, like,
Stepped it back up.
Yeah, it's like hate, love. Like, he leaves, they're like, fuck you. He comes back, like, the prodigal son has returned. We love you, you fucking legend.
That's all they ever wanted was for him to come back,
Yeah.
realistically.
I love when he left again. They were like, "Yeah,
That's fine.
We knew it
Yeah.
was
They didn't
coming.
even care,
They
bro.
didn't give a fuck."
I salute it.
Holy shit,
Nah, but the Celtics, they're fucked. They're gonna lose.
man! I'm rooting for the Knicks, dude.
Knicks sold my parlay last night. Fuck the Knicks. I hit on everything else. I had Denver, they won. I had Jokic triple double. He did that. I had Celtics, I had Pacers. I got everything
Why would you bet on the Knicks?
except the fucking Knicks.
Why would you bet on that?
It was stupid, bro. I was like, the game's in
How
New
much
York.
would
It's a
you-
closeout game.
How
Like,
much would you have made?
I would have made $500 from $20
Damn.
if the Knicks won last night.
That's crazy.
I got scammed.
That would have been crazy. You put in $20 and you would have got 500. That would have been nuts.
If the Knicks won, but they decided not
You should have
to.
never bet on the Knicks winning.
What was I thinking?
Well, we'll see what your bets are next week.
I'm telling you, OKC versus Cleveland in the final.
You got money on
OKC
OKC right
wins.
now?
I got money on OKC beating Cleveland in the finals. That's specifically happening,
We shall see.
and it's gonna happen.
Cleveland.
Quote me on it.
We'll see.
But we appreciate everyone for coming out today.
Hit like and subscribe. Share the link.
Have a beautiful rest of your week.
Yes, sir.
And
We'll
don't
see-
forget to tune in on the following Wednesday.
And Monday.
And we'll be back.
And Monday.
And Monday.